Podcast Show with Adrian Biddle, Melissa Bartlett, and your boy Kerry Bixby. It's your show, so tell us what you want to talk about. It's that the Round Table Podcast Show. All right. What's going on, family? It is the People Podcast Show. It's at the Round Table Podcast Show. We are live on Facebook. Hopefully you guys are doing okay. Sounds like a little bit of storming out there. Hey, Money, you good?
Oh yeah. That conversation that we were having before my system went down. The Lord must have thought that was a blasphemy we were talking about earlier.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but if you want to go ahead and go there, that's fine. Oh, all right. Yeah, family, you know how it is. It is the People's Podcast Show. We were having a very lively discussion on the how can I put it so eloquently so A-Money is okay with it. The connoisseurism of swine. How about that?
Oh shoot.
That sounds good.
Wow. Oh. I'm making a note of that one.
Make a note of it. I'll have a big word for you later on in the few. But yeah, so we were having that very lively conversation, and our sister, Miss Pitbull in the dress, she is Melissa Bartlett. She was chiming in on it. How you doing, sis?
I'm good. I am well. How are you guys?
Doing good.
I'm super excited to have another queen in our midst this evening. It's so hard to be the balance of these two guys. So I'm so excited to have another queen here, and we're going to get into it and shortly, because I was reading up on her and I was like, yes. So many yeses, so many checks, so many areas of influence. So if you are watching this later on, make sure you show this to some of our young ladies so they can be inspired, because we definitely need more representation in what Miss Queen Jahlisa is doing. So she needs some help coming up. So I'm excited about tonight. It's storming tonight, so I'm crossing my fingers that our connections stay solid, because nothing like a thunderstorm and internet, and it makes you go, oh! Yeah. That means we're so dependent on it. It's like, oh my God, where back in the day you intentionally turned off everything when there was a storm. So, but I got A-Money back with us. Y'all know, family, I missed him last week. I couldn't mess with him, but I'm gonna behave because I was told to behave. We have guests. So I'm going to behave. And I got my brother CD here, who's going to introduce our guest this evening. Y'all know CD like to stir stuff up. So he already started before we even went live.
No. Wait a minute, what was that, sir?
You're the instigator?
Never. I'm the conductor of this here cruise ship. Yeah, he's the conductor. Yeah, so you know how it is. Basically, thank y'all once again for joining us, and I am extremely happy that we have this guest on tonight's show. As y'all know, I 2 years ago roughly, I started on that journey. I wouldn't say being totally vegan, but basically embracing the vegan culture as far as the foods and such. Shouts out to my boy Marathi, vegan vibe. The man, the myth, the legend himself. I get all of my herbs from him for years. We've collaborated and such. And little did I know that years later we would actually have Jahlisa Misenheimer on the show. She's family, technically. I mean, hey, let's just go ahead and say it. Yeah. But it's real cool because not only with what she's bringing to this particular culture, which is Vegan Connect, but also what she represents. I'm just proud to have her on here. And I'll go ahead and throw a quick shout out because she just recently got her pearls. She's part of the Greek family. So shouts out to her.
Thank you.
Recognize. Yes. Go ahead and rep. Go ahead and rep. Yes. But yeah, everything that she embraces and such is just amazing, especially for our sisters that are up and coming, through school and into college and such. She's an excellent example of what you can do and how you can become successful. So, without further ado, Jahlisa Misenheimer. What's up, sis?
Nothing much. Thank y'all for having me here. I'm ready to have fun. We've already been having fun so far, so let's keep it going.
Yeah, we won't get into the specifics of what was discussed, but we'll go ahead and definitely talk about what you got going on right now. And shout out to Tangi for sending that information over and such, because once we saw it, we knew we had to have her on the show. Let's talk about Vegan Connect.
Mm-hmm. So to tell y'all, it's a lot going on with Vegan Connect. I'm trying to focus on one thing, but altogether we're a food tech startup. So our mission is just to make vegan food more accessible within local communities, and we're doing that by providing food delivery apps, so on-demand food delivery. Just like DoorDash, Grubhub. You can shop from all the local vegan places, having delivered directly to your house. Another area that we're focusing on is vending machines, trying to get those in public places. So vegan options are always there and ready on hand. And then those are mostly the two that I'm focused on at the moment. I'm just getting those placed and then getting more restaurants onboarded to our app. So yeah, we just feel like everyone should have access to vegan food. I know that's one thing that kind of steers me away from that diet is not having anywhere to go or no options or only having a burger or fries or salad, something simple. We kind of want everyone to experience, their day-to-day eating no matter where they are. So no limitations on the vegan lifestyle.
Well, I loved it when I heard about this right here. Because let me tell you, it is slim pickings up here in Gaston County.
I'm sure.
I mean, and here's one of the things that's crazy, because my wife and I, we travel a lot, and we tend to, when we're out and about in the city or whatever, so the first thing we want to know is like if there's a place nearby that is vegan. But it's a double fold, because not only just vegan, but also steering away from certain things. Like she's gluten intolerant, so we're always like on the phone. It's like, hey, find this, da da da. Okay, that's a vegan place. Okay, now what about their options? And then you have to go through that. So this app, I mean, to me, it's a godsend, especially up here. I don't know about you guys. How y'all feel?
I had the chance to take a look at it. I say it's the right app at the right time.
Yeah.
Especially with COVID going on and the monkeypox. It's a very convenient app to just sit back at home, review the different options, and have it delivered to you. You can't go wrong with that.
I think I read something that chicken pox and sea loaf were.
Don't you do it?
No,
Don't you
no.
do it? Don't you do it? I don't like the way this is going already.
Is there direct correlation? Is that what's going on? Wait a minute. Hold on. Let's go Google. Hold on.
Not sure. No, I'm just joking. I feel like the app not only, because a lot of times for people who are not truly vegan, but like me, we dibble and dabble here and there, particular dishes and things of that nature. Sometimes finding the restaurant, finding a recommended one, it is hard and becomes overwhelming. And so you're like, hey, forget it. I'm just going to go to Wingstop, or I'm going to go to, Zaxby's or whatever. And I think the app puts all the information in one place. So family, if you have not, Carrie will put the link to the app there. If you have not had a chance to check this out, after the show, please check this out, because it does give great alternatives. Don't think of vegan as in, oh, it's just going to have places that serve wheatgrass and these are great options to have a change and a really flavorful option for your taste buds. I am impressed with how far vegan food has come, as far as the taste. So my question, Jahlisa, is we touched on before the show that you are a proud graduate of North Carolina A&T. in their marketing. Just tell us what your degree is in, and did you see yourself doing this when you were in college?
Yes and no. Not as detailed. I definitely see myself being an entrepreneur in the tech space. I know I wanted to own something. I know I wanted to put something out there under my name. But didn't know the subject. So fell into vegan. Veganism on the rise. And it's something I was trying out as well and didn't know where to go. So that's kind of how I came up with this idea for that app. So kind of on the right path, just didn't know what I wanted to focus on as a subject. And then while I was in school, I was majoring in graphic communication systems, which is basically just technology with a concentration in design, then take it a little deeper, more web design. So I've just been doing that for the past 6 years, web design development, and also for mobile apps. So taking those skill sets that I've been learning the past few years and developing this new product for Vegan Connect. Kind of how I applied that. And they have changed, I will say. I guess I'm getting a little up there in age. They have changed the degree program. They actually offer UI and UX now. So I kind of took my degree and jumped into that, but they actually offer that specialization, which is a
Oh,
little
wow.
more technical than design. So yeah,
Okay.
yep, they
Okay.
offer that now. So yes, all the college folks, please go out there and get that degree. It is awesome.
It is. IT is where it's at. We've
Yep.
always heard that, but it looks more realistic for us. And not to, everyone was like, oh, it's always about race. Yeah, it is always about race. When you are
Mhm.
not the Caucasian race, it's always about race.
Absolutely.
And so, especially going into UI UX, it's like a lot of in tech space period. And IT has branched into so many different arbitraries. Like you can just do so many things and you can get really, really detailed
Yep.
while you're in school.
Yeah.
Because 9 times out of 10 you're using something that
Mhm.
you can graduate into and do it. So African American queen in IT, there's not a lot of people that look like you. So any of the young people out there that may be interested in it, please don't shy away from it, because it doesn't look like you and the professors don't look like you.
Yep.
Make sure that you stay. I have an interest in that and kind of see what it is that you want to do in it.
Definitely. I always try to preach that because that's where I was a minority, especially in women, make it even worse. So just to see more women come up in that space and kind of take lead. I'm seeing more and more the further I get in my career, I see them, especially in higher up levels. There's always room for more of us.
Mhm, mhm. So, Jaleesa, with the app itself, have you gotten any feedback so far as the customers and their interaction with it?
Yeah, initial questions like how do you do things? I always get good feedback on it's just being a good idea. It's something that they needed. But the
Hmm.
overall functionality, I've heard good stuff. I've heard things that we've needed to improve on. Things that weren't even brought to my attention. I just noticed like a lot of communications between drivers and restaurant owners. I'm noticing. So we're
Hmm.
just always doing that observation and seeing ways we can improve the platform.
That's all right. That's how you know you a good business owner right there.
Oh yeah,
That's
that's right.
great.
So, so outside of the one thing that I found most interesting, so outside of restaurants itself, you also deal with food trucks.
Yep.
Now, that is another unique feature that I don't think is being offered with most other apps. So how did that come into being itself? Was the logistics of that a little harder because they're not a brick and mortar
Hmm.
business in comparison to being more mobile?
Yep, I'm just trying to keep up with them where they are day to day. I've
Hmm.
even sat down with food truck owners and kind of guided them on how to update their location. I'm definitely telling them to use their regular channels like social media or email, but then also update that within the app. Always have our provided laptop or not laptop, tablet with them. It's kind
Hmm.
of always geolocating them for the customer. So we just always want to serve those mom and pop shops, those smaller businesses, and a lot of those start out as food trucks. So just
Absolutely.
trying to capture everyone and give everyone that platform.
Absolutely.
Now, Jaleesa, do you see this app maybe having a child that would then start to encumber like Black owned businesses, or maybe if you just want to keep it for Black owned restaurants, do you see that this can be another platform and a stepping stone for that?
Absolutely. My partners and I were thinking of doing something more like a warehouse, where it's just more than food. Because you have people like Marathi that sell the supplements. You have people that sell, I don't know, even vegan clothing brands, but don't use animal products. Beauty brands. So we want to be able to host all those people, and especially emphasizing on Black owners, because again, a lot of those new vegan entrepreneurs are Black. The majority of what I've met, definitely here in the Charlotte area. So we want to give again everyone access to that opportunity, and then again those products. So more like a superstore, and we want to be able to get stuff shipped out same day. We want to be like Amazon, but just vegan and Black.
All right.
I'm loving it. I'm definitely loving it. Y'all, I apologize. I'm not really chiming in right now because I'm trying to check behind the scenes. The weather is crazy right now. So
Yes.
if you see
Yes.
a little rag or slow, that's the reason
Yes.
why. So I'm trying to keep us from having to deal with that. But I will ask this question though, Jahlisa, in regards to um, the particular app. Will people, and this is I'm big on this because I always do this with restaurants and such. Can people even like give either like rankings or stars regarding or any type of feedback to Vegan Connect about the facility or restaurant that they went to?
Yep. You can directly rate that restaurant that you just ordered from. You can see that rating before you order. And then we also have a chat feature within the app. You don't have to order anything. As soon as you get on there, you can see a chat bubble in the bottom right corner. You can always leave us feedback there, or ask us any questions. So anyway, we can get that type of feedback. We're always open on social media as well, Facebook, Instagram. We're always collecting that type of thing. And then good stuff, of course, we like to post about our restaurant owners.
So, what's going on, Charlie? Too. Thank you for joining us on that the Roundtable Podcast show.
Hey,
Hello.
Charlie.
Straight from the VA/DC area. We are live on tonight's show with our special guest, Jahlisa Misenheimer of Vegan Connect. So, if you are looking for vegan foods, restaurants, things of that nature, it's pretty cool to have this particular app. I'm
Yep.
actually playing behind the scenes right now, trying to download it to my phone. So when I go out of town in about a month or so, I'll be pulling things up and checking it out. Of course, I have to ask this question: as far as that journey, vegan and such, how long have you been on it?
I would say since 2019.
Okay.
And again, dabbling, I like to say I play hopscotch, jumping in and out. Or someone also told me to say I'm plant-based and not vegan. So the difference there.
Yes. There you
And
go.
again, I have those problems and I'm trying to solve myself with an app. I also say you're late at night, maybe on a weekend after a club or something, anything, and there's no vegan options. That's when I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go grab a burger, type of thing. So if we had more of those options that'll stay open and get delivered, people can stay kind of keep to that new diet or that new fat that they're on. So yeah, been going back and forth with that for about 3 years now. That's kind of when I started the app as well.
And Jahlisa, for some of us who are still just visiting, me,
Yeah.
can you break down the difference between being vegan and being plant-based?
So the difference between those, I would say, is again the amount of time, full-time thing, part-time thing. Um, and me personally, I would say the incorporation of dairy. So you're doing no meat, of course. Maybe more want to call it vegetarian. You're doing no meat, but you may do some eggs or you may do some ice cream. So something more like that. Again, it's not the meat, but it's not it's an animal, but it's not the actual meat, I guess you can say. So that's why we call it plant-based. Whereas vegan, you're full on no animal products, no dairy, no actual meat, nothing that's derived from an animal, like you say gelatin or something, they say that's pork. So you're very strict on that. But then a little bit more lenient with plant-based.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah, Charlie said that sorry until they have a really good vegan or plant-based bacon, I'm plant-based adjacent. I like that. Yeah.
Charlie, we were just talking about bacon before the show, and we were talking about pork more than being vegan or not. And I was saying that, I still do eat it, but I'm not eating it as often. And probably my weak spot is bacon. the most. That's it. Like I have that time when I'm craving it. I want it. I'm putting it on salads. Give me my bacon. I can eat it and then I'm okay. So, it's kind of like, when I have that craving, am I strong enough, or do I have that alternative to satisfy that craving, when it hits? And I think that's probably a true statement for a lot of people who are like myself. I'm double dutching between, plant-based, vegetarian, vegan, and then still consuming the meat, because there are still meat products that I enjoy, even if I'm not consuming the actual meat.
And I'm the same with dairy. I think it's the ice cream that gets me, or even the cheese. And then I will say bacon, there are awesome alternatives, especially when you're adding it to like a burger or anything else that you add bacon to. But when you're trying to eat it plain, you really got to use your imagination there. Just trying to find those different options. Something will work for you. Even if you're making it from the carrots, like Tabitha Brown. I even tried mushrooms. That didn't work for me. So I do like the Morningstar brand if you guys are looking for something.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, Morningstar is one of the first brands that I've tried. Bacon, scrapple, fried pork chops, my country bumpkin wins every time.
Not by yourself, Charlie. I had that struggle too.
Oh, you talking right up his alley there, sis.
So now you got some backup, money.
Yes.
Definitely Ben and Jerry's. I've been trying their plant-based ones.
Yeah, that's been real good.
Mm-hmm.
So Ben and Jerry, Ben and Jerry's have a plant-based ice cream?
Yeah,
dairy free. You gotta catch them in certain places. They're not.
Yeah.
I guess they get
wow. Because I'm lactose intolerant with milk and ice cream, and so Bluebell used to be my all-time favorite ice cream. And I was just like, it's not worth me crawling around the floor. So I have pretty much shied away from ice cream altogether because I haven't been able to find a non-dairy brand or ice cream that I can enjoy.
Yeah, it's real good. And also Breyers has 2 plant-based non-dairy ice creams.
I tried them, and at first I was so excited to eat ice cream. I think I was excited. But then once I tried it again, I was like, I don't like it.
Nah. All right. Keep on drinking that milk, that lactic acid up in your body.
So yeah, I know.
I say try something different every time. It's probably a waste of money at a certain point, but that's what I do. Is try something.
That's the only way that I'm going to find something, and I'm just like, taking a scoop. It was hurting me because it's expensive. Paying almost $6, and then I took a scoop out of it, and I was like, I don't want it. So I'm, rinsing it down the sink.
Your feelings will get hurt in this process. Yes, that would hurt me.
So, Jahlisa, talking about the app again, your app. I know that is your baby, your pride and joy. Yeah. What has been your biggest proud moment with since the launch of the app?
I would say obtaining my first partner, just because they were so supportive, very open, and they got on the same night. They allowed me to use their facility. They kind of host meetings with other people to get them on, and it will be with Oh My Soul. And they're a pretty big name in the Charlotte community. So, and their food is anything you get is awesome. So just having some support like that from such I would say a very big name around here, locally, and they're from South Africa, brand new company. They're just always supportive. So having them back me, I think would be one of my best moments. Other than finally getting the app out there, because like I said, I started back in 2019. I've developed maybe 5 different versions within that time. So last November, I was like, okay, this is it. This is the time to put it out. So finally taking that initial step and getting some people actually on it was one of my greatest accomplishments in the past year.
That's good.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, so Charlie 2 said that Halo Vanilla is cold, creamy trash.
Oh gosh.
You don't like Halo? Okay.
Tell us how you really feel. Jeez.
I like the honest reviews.
Definitely. Yeah, it's
all right. Play like it's all good, and it's not. You gotta be honest.
Definitely. And she's mentioning like different places that'll be on, on the app and such. So there's a couple of places, you can get, like the ice creams and such. I think the last time we went to one, Golden Cow was pretty interesting. They have this, what is it? Oh my goodness, what is the name of it? Is it Chunky Monkey?
Mm-hmm.
It was real cool. I rather enjoyed that one. We were over in South Park and we went to that particular location. It was really good. And then you said, "Oh my soul, man!" If I go out there and run into Marathi one more time, this is like it seems like we just run into each other there. But it's amazing food there. It definitely is. Have you had a chance to check out Bean?
Bean vegan cuisine? I have not, and I've used to go get my nails done over there, and I see it all the time. I've heard good reviews, but I've never had a chance to try it.
It's rather eclectic in there, but it's good. It's really good food there, definitely. So hopefully, we'll definitely see them on there. Oh, Charlie 2 said, "Congratulations on the app. Everyone starts somewhere. Keep glowing."
Thank you so much. And
I'm ready for this thing to be national because there's so many other vegans everywhere. So we definitely, I just was impressed with the app because the fact that you can do gift cards, like there's a lot of times, how easy is it to just be like, hey, I got XYZ to Bean, or I got XYZ to Oh My Soul, go ahead and order you something, and it takes that responsibility off of you per se to getting it, or it may be an introduction lunch. Like, you know what? I know you've been hesitant to try some vegan food. I'm going to give you a gift card to, Oh My Soul, and lunch is on me. Like, that's just something that I think is really, really a great feature of the app as well. So I feel like you covered, it was interesting that you said you've done this, 5 versions.
Yeah.
I feel like you covered so many other simple grounds that people automatically kind of feel like, oh, well, I know, you know what, you can't do that. Or, wow, you can't do that with this one. You can't do this with that person. Or you can't do this with this actual restaurant. Even with some of the chain restaurants, like on their websites, you can, start getting the e-gift cards and things of that nature. But I mean, for the longest, it was like I had to buy gift cards because there was a physical location here, and then put it in the mail and send it to that person, so I'm just super impressed.
Thank you so much. Again, we're just real big on convenience, anything that will help. Like I said, each iteration that I put out, we're adding new features, and I want to continue to do that. Shopping around with some developers now to add even more things, so you'll just see us improve more and more. And then we're growing, of course, to different cities. I'm going to start promoting all over. You'll see us pop up everywhere.
Yeah. And I can't wait for the day whenever, a certain vegan Oprah Winfrey type sister, when she starts shouting out this particular app as well.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be so cool right there. Because I'm going to tell you, this to me is a godsend. I can't wait to use it myself. I'll make sure my wife has it as well, because I do not want to hear, well, we can probably go to so-and-so, but what you going to get? Like, I'll find something. I mean, that's the one thing. You'll find something. Even though, yeah. But yeah, and it's cool too, because then it'll actually, like what Melissa was saying, as far as it actually telling you the actual restaurants that actually have that type of cuisine there. I think it's very important, because some of them say it is. I've been in a couple of restaurants and they say it is. You find out they're using pork fat in something, or you got your taste for some greens. I'm like, oh well, we put a little bacon in ours and stuff, and blah blah blah. Or it's just just to be able to kind of like whittle it down. I think it's really important.
Yep, and we definitely gatekeep that app. So we got to approve people to get on there. Can't just get on there and start selling. We want to make sure everything's completely vegan. If they're not a fully vegan place, you only can host your vegan items on our app. So just making it a safe place for all people that are looking for plant-based items to kind of shop on there.
Well, this is good because I'm actually working on a product myself. So definitely.
We got you, girl. We're going to deliver everywhere, wherever you need.
Because I was talking to CD about some of the business and ventures that I'm, taking this leap of faith. So you're speaking to me, you're testifying to me, and hopefully to others out there. And I was starting to look this up. Like, you know what? It's very important to make sure that whoever my customers are, they're not breathing in and taking in any toxins unnecessarily. And making sure that there's no cancerous, causing. So I looked into vegan as a base or plant-based, and I'm like, I think I could still do what I want to do, but make sure that it's plant-based. So CD, I got another twist coming.
I'm loving it. I told you, hey, all you gotta do is say the word. My order is in like Flynn. I'm definitely looking forward to it. Hey, Tangi, thank you for joining us on tonight on At the Round Table. We appreciate you.
8 inch.
Yeah, yeah.
Please text me. I haven't looked down yet.
Tangi gets real smooth with it. She just slides in real quick and
Right.
Wow.
Lay in the background a little bit,
Making sure we're doing right by her peoples.
That's right. And we hope that we are, Tangi. We received nothing but good things so far. So we hope that you're getting the same review that they're giving us.
I'm definitely giving good reviews.
Hey, that's two. Hey, Melissa, that's 2 in a row. Last week and this week.
Y'all on a roll.
Yeah.
There.
Cosigns. Hey, we might go somewhere, boy.
So, Jahlisa, do you have? I'm sorry, A-Money. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you fine. Go ahead.
Are you doing any type of outreach in regards to your app as far as some of the youngers? I know we're talking about making sure that we inspire, making sure that we're seeing, reaching back to the younger generations. Have you incorporated what you do in your app to some of the younger children that may be in school?
Yeah, I'm mostly just talking about the tech side of it, just how to get into that industry and maybe how to be a tech entrepreneur yourself. But I definitely want to start that up in August, kind of the back to school thing. Start hosting things that'll maybe talk about vegan lunches or, I don't know, something healthy for the children. I'm talking more of the health side of that. But I want more experts with me to back it, to kind of give all those real facts that you can provide. But I definitely want to start doing more outreach for children, for tech and just health altogether.
Awesome.
Jahlisa, on the role of women in the field, in your field, this may be a 2-part question. So would you say that it's equal in comparison to males? And if not, what would you say to women to actually have them look into going into that technology?
It's definitely not equal. And I've seen more Black women in my field, I guess. I don't know. Just being at work in my company at Truist. I've seen more Black women than Black men. I think I know one Black male developer, and I just met him this year, and it was amazing. So everyone, I think, is definitely underrepresented, especially the males. But how to get into that, I would say be ambitious, apply for things that you don't think you're going to get called back for, because that's what I always do. It could be like corporate VP of a company. I'm going to apply. So if they call me back, hey, I have it. So whether you think you're qualified or underqualified, I would definitely say do research to see what your existing skill set could apply to. There's always an easy transition somewhere. Tech is very broad, so there's always opportunities. Like I said, just kind of fight your way in. That's what I had to do. I guess because I was so young, and then jumping into UI UX was not as popular back then. Just kind of being aggressive and applying and showing that you can do the job.
There you go. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, they ain't gonna believe what we say, so we got to show it. Every time.
But I'll give
you shameless. Aggie. Aggies right. Represent.
Yep. And I'll do a shameless plug to Dr. Amy Steele with Urban League. She did a cohort that finished in January I was a part of for SAP implementation analysts. And it was all Black women. And it was a class of 20. And so to start to get out there and, you know, put my resume out there now, it's like what you said, like I'm applying for everything, whether whether I have experience, whether like I'm applying for it. Look, give me in the door. Just give me in the door and I'm good. You know, you have to take that chance. You have to take that leap because they're never gonna give it to us. Ever.
No, will not hand it. You got to fight your way. And I even now I don't play about my money, but even back then it would be something I think is, you know, beneath me or someone with a degree doesn't have to do, but you got to start somewhere, just getting into that company. And then you meet friends, you meet managers, you can always work your way up. So that's another way I kind of got started in this industry. I was doing just data entry, nothing to do with design, but it got me into that company. And then I was able to move to their design team.
Wow. But you did hear what Jahlisa said. You heard what she said. Don't play about my coins now.
Oh no, no.
But I don't play about my coins now. You gonna pay me. I know what my worth is.
Yeah.
That's a good testimony.
It is. It definitely is, especially for young people today. I mean, and that's the thing too, because, you know, we hear so many times that, you know, especially young people today, you know, it's kind of like a flip flop right now, in which some, you know, have been told, you know, you got to go to college, you got to do this, you got to do that. And then others are saying, well, hey, you know, if you don't want to go to college, hey, just go over here and do a trade or whatever sort. But the key thing that Jahlisa just mentioned was get your foot in the door, because you just don't know where that's going to even, you know, take you. I was at a family reunion just this weekend, and a family member of ours was telling us about her son and how her son, you know, basically, you know, he's in Las Vegas and, you know, he's a tech as well, but, and I mean, we're basically doing engineering, like on sound systems and stages and programming and stuff like that. But he took a job working as a dishwasher, you know, in Vegas, because he's like, hey, I got to pay these bills and I want to get my foot in the door.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to do that in order to reach the stratosphere that you want to be amongst. So shouts out to you for saying that to whoever's listening right now, because that might be the thing that says, hey, if she did that and now she's got an app that's going to be worldwide in a few,
right?
Maybe I need to reevaluate. So good shot.
Love that worldwide. We definitely coming.
I'm claiming. I'm claiming.
Yes.
We claiming this, and I've tagged so many people that live in different states and different cities, so they can get, you know, hey, we need that. Like, contact her, let her know we need this, because sometimes you need that demand in order to supply, and it starts to break. It starts to open up boxes, because you're like, oh, other cities may have a different vegan community. Other cities may have different vegan events. I mean, there's so many different things, because they're having a different exposure. It makes you feel, oh, okay, you know what? I need to add this, or I can do this for them, or, you know, I can just see this being, I see this being global, because it's something that is universal. You know, eating is universal. Social design is universal. Health is universal. You know, and vegan lifestyles are universal. And some of it is not even a lifestyle. It's what they are, because that's what their country, that's all their country has. So it is just, I just see it being something that is just going to be great, like even bigger, probably by next year. I mean, just be prepared. Like, I see this really blowing up really quickly.
Me too. And then it's just as easy as registering with us. If you're away in California, don't be scared. You can register. We'll set up shop over there. All I need is one restaurant from an area to register, and I'll start hiring drivers. We'll make sure everything is delivered. All the logistics are handled. So we're really easy to start partnering with.
Oh, so that's how it starts.
Oh yeah. All you gotta do is tell us where you're at and you need us. We're coming out there.
That was my question, and she went right into it. So it's meant to be. She gave us the answer before we even asked.
We're working in the college community. Oh, definitely. Again, bringing it back to those students and wanting students to have healthy options on campus, on and off. Just any way to make vegan food more accessible.
And that's some good exposure at a young age too. That could be very effective and health wise.
And college, especially HBCUs,
Mm-hmm.
there's a very limited option to eat for vegans and off campus as well because of the situation where they're usually located, in an area of disparity. So, to have that app, have that availability, those options, and to have it delivered. I mean, it definitely opens up a more healthier choice for our college students.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And it even helps those athletes. I know you guys talked about Marathi. He's told me before how he's helped Johnson C. Smith, another local HBCU, provide their football players with vegan options for so many weeks, and they just improve their performance. Like their next game, they won the next line of games. And of course, I could let him tell the story whenever you guys talk to him. But just having those vegan options can improve performance. Of course, it can improve your sleep. Just have an overall better day. So that's what we want to improve that college lifestyle. Having those options for, of course, our Black students.
So true. Let alone, it's a good option for communities that are right now going through food deserts in their grocery stores, so they have that option available to them to be able to order a healthier option, and then again have it delivered to them. You definitely are tapping into a market that hasn't been touched yet.
Yep.
I'm so excited. My belly's like, ooh, tingling. Like I feel like it's my app. Like I'm so excited because when you find something that somebody needs,
Mm-hmm.
like, and someone's doing it, yeah, it's like it's a no-brainer, and there's no way that you can lose. No way you can lose.
So I'm right now. I want to see if we can get CD to mass produce this because he had mentioned something earlier. So I might register him and have him to. You said that you got a recipe for vegan chitterlings, huh?
That's all I was gonna say. That could blow up. There could be some people, they just can't leave the chitlins alone.
Uh-huh. I'm willing. I'm ready to try those.
We got the solution.
Okay. Now you hear him say this now, sis, with you on here. Now
You
you
gonna
try to hold me to it.
Oh, yeah.
I believe that he would try it. I believe
Mhm,
he
Okay.
would try
mhm.
it.
I would.
I
I
believe he
would.
would try it. I don't know if he's gonna buy into it, but I know he will try it.
I would certainly try it.
Man, let's just say it won't have the what is it? The aroma
Uh-uh.
that
Okay.
everyone's so used to.
Okay. All right.
You
Mm,
know.
All right.
Oh my goodness, those memories! I tell you.
Yeah, I
Gra-
can. That memory I can smell.
Grandma said. Grandma said, if it's cooked right,
Uh-huh.
you won't worry about the smell, honey. That's
mm.
what Grandma said.
Okay, Grandma.
Hmm.
I
Okay,
just
me
remember my grandma cleaning them. Like the cleaning process is horrible too. When they cook
right.
all night type of thing, it's just like, yeah,
You know
can't
what,
say grandma has
Jalisa?
to stay before Thanksgiving.
The one thing
Right.
that I shared with them a while ago, I always said, and I think they were kind of shocked when I told them this. I never actually been a part of the cleaning the process or actually seen it. That's why I think I'm
Me?
still on that bandwagon like I am right now. But I
That's
believe
Yeah.
if I was
definitely
to
why you
see it,
still eating them. Look
Mm-hmm.
me in my eyes and tell me, yeah. That's why
Yeah,
you still eating it.
uh-huh.
yeah, yeah.
And the cooking process, you haven't been in the house.
No, 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 no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just come in at the process of it ending. I'm
With the
Mm-hmm.
just
plate.
yeah, just the finished product.
Mhm. That's it. The
That's what
plate.
it is. Yeah.
So
Uh-oh.
Charlie said, so my friend has a spot in More, and another friend has a transportation company with drivers for hire in More. I connect my circles. Borden Transportation, Lisa Borden, and my mama's vegan, Demonette Wyatt James. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
Charlie has all the jewels. I'm at the add Charlie. I'm at
You
the
should.
Yeah. Hmm.
You
Dad
should.
Charlie.
Yeah,
Charlie
she
is definitely that one that you want in your circle for sure.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
For
she definitely
sure.
knows some people and stuff. This must be for Adrian. Nope, grandma, I'm good on that.
All they had to do is slip her a plate and a taste. all downhill after that.
Exactly.
Let me tell you something. If Lay's come out with a chitlin flavored potato chip,
I'd be the first in line. First in line.
Oh my goodness.
Well, that's sort of vegan, right? It's a
uh,
potato.
It's a potato.
That's right.
Good point. Good point. I like that reach. Good point.
That was a huge reach. That was like North Carolina, South Carolina.
Oh my goodness. Jahlisa, I guess my next question or final question, because we're wrapping up here, is if there is anything that you can see in the future. I know you spoke on it being a superstore and a warehouse per se. Well, what is it that you would like for your app to do?
Definitely something in the innovative side of tech. We want to bring new technology, something that other apps aren't doing. Probably speaking way too early, just an idea I had. Getting us into the metaverse. I know a lot of companies are like filing patents, and they're trying to find ways to, produce e-commerce type of products for the metaverse. So I would like people to even order food there, vegan food. Haven't made all those connections on how it would work, but just something that's innovative in the tech space, and again, building on that accessibility portion of being able to access food. So some new technology you'll see us dabbling in, and of course, trying to incorporate food into that. It's kind of where I see us going in the next year. We already taken that step with doing the smart vending machines. Again, I have to say smart. They're just not the usual press B4 to get something. They're pretty smart in tracking. You can track from a mobile app. So we're taking a final or first step, and we'll just keep growing from there.
Ooh, I like it.
I like that too. I would be interested definitely in that.
Let me tell you something. If I can buy eyelashes and weave in a vending machine, I can buy.
Yes, good vegan food, like actual grab and go, not just chips. So
right,
you will see us in all these public spaces too.
Cool.
Ooh, good.
Oh, that definitely. Made him lift his glasses up on that comment.
Deacon Def Jam don't like that when Charlie Deacon Def Jam said he does not like it.
Charlie, I thought we were better than that. I just knew we were connected. I'm working on it. I'll work on you too, though.
That was from the heart right there.
Even the spelling.
We meant that.
We meant that.
Man, oh man. A lot of people have been coming on and such. And cool thing about this show, guys, is you get a chance to actually watch it later on. So we've been trying to get it out to a lot of individuals that are actually, vegan, vegetarian, heck, even pescatarian or whatever. So they can know that there's going to be some new options on horizon when it comes to ordering food. I put the link in here as well to follow on IG. Got another comment. Charlie 2 says, we can't be friends every day. I can never say that. It's like, I don't know if it's because friendly. Always, though, a money. No.
Okay. All right.
That is so sweet.
Yeah, that touched me. That touched me right there.
Hey, her what is it? Her partner in crime over here. She's about to. She wants to say something so bad. Go ahead and get it off.
You still trying to be good? You still trying to be good?
I'm behaving. I am behaving. I told the people that I was going to behave, and that is what I am going to do.
Oh,
because they still on layaway. It's an inside joke. We have to tell you about that.
My brother got my angel wings on layaway, so I can be dressed appropriately if I make it into heaven. He said he want to make sure I got some wings, so that's why he got them a layaway for me. But I've been good this show. I really I'm excited about Jahlisa, a young African American queen who has taken on the challenge of providing a resource for a option that is healthier, that is vegan, that is true, that is places where she's like, hey, I'm going to come to you. I want to put you on my app. I'm going to eat here, because how does that work, Jahlisa? Like, I guess I shouldn't ask this question because then it's going to sound biased, but like, do you feel like if you were to go to a vegan restaurant and you had the food and it was trash and the service is trash, like, will you say, I'm not going to put you on my app? Or, I mean, do you still give them a chance? I know this is probably not the proper or the best question to ask, but I mean,
that's a good question.
Wait, do we need to hit Tangie first? And get her.
Yeah.
Yeah, we might need to ask
Our
Tangie.
publicist,
So don't answer that. Well, we can answer that question when we not on, when not live. We'll answer that.
Definitely, I always take it into account though, but I definitely try to look at other people's views. Maybe it's just a bad day. People have bad days.
Right.
Short of staff, something like that. So
right.
It's in the back of my mind. I'll say that definitely.
Okay.
I work with Google and I do a lot of vetting of especially restaurants. And sometimes they have bad days. And sometimes they can be just straight garbage. Sometimes it just, so I think it is important. An app like this, I think, will be real cool because just think about it. If you're somebody of that culture or plant-based diet, we'll say that. And you go to a place and they do this way, and you're like, oh man. I'll give you a prime example. I went to a place that has plant-based foods. And I'm not going to say where they are. I'm not going to say their name. But my wife and I, we were sitting there. And we eat here all the time. And we were sitting there and we were grubbing. I was into that. Like, hey, it was delicious. It was what elbows. Yeah, it was like, it was 9 and 3. And it was just, and all of a sudden I took a bite. And I did this, and my wife looked at me, her eyes got big, and I pulled a hair, and it was just like this.
Oh, no.
Needless to say, my meal ended right there.
Yeah.
And I went back inside and showed it to him, and I told him, I know this ain't mine. It's got to be somebody in here. And they gave me my money back, and I said, okay. Out of all the times we've eaten here before, we never had an issue, but they did have somebody new working in the back. And I looked, and they had their hairnet on. So, process of elimination.
Yeah.
But but it's good though that your app will be able to provide that. I know, Tim, it hurt my heart. and then funniest thing, then my wife said, well, did you want them to make it over?
Oh no.
Yeah, no, it's time to go.
You gonna finish yours. I'll be fine. I'll just eat these potato chips.
It's good they handled it though.
They
Some
did.
are very defensive, so
right. They didn't get real defensive, and they were really, pleasant because they knew we come here a lot, and so it was really cool. But there's some places that don't do that. So
sure.
Jahlisa, what's your favorite vegan dish?
I'm not gonna be basic and say a burger. I would say any type of vegan chicken. That's what I say. You can't go wrong with the chicken and waffles. I always try different places vegan chicken, so probably that. Of course, something fast food related because that's what we're used to. Something at home, I definitely love just fried rice. Just do like a veggie fried rice instead of shrimp or chicken type of thing. I'm not the best cook, so something simple like that, just veggie fried rice would be my favorite.
And curious question before we get ready to wrap it up. Do they make vegan alcohol?
They have to because Oh My Soul has an entire bar.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess alcohol is vegan. Not sure what it wouldn't be.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Unless you have it like flavored or something. With
I was gonna say the syrup, so probably.
Yeah, like there's a bourbon that's out that has like bacon in it. It's bacon tint. Yeah. And but usually
they got what?
It has like bacon. It has like a bacon flavor to it. And I think it's how they use the trying to remember when I saw it, but basically the oak barrels that are used to help ferment bourbon. A lot of them they use bacon with it. So basically the smoke it's infused in the bourbon and stuff. But yeah, usually
So they had
alcohols
some
they don't
cooked
have.
ham smoke.
Yeah, it's like a type of
infused
smoke.
in
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm
And
gonna
then
try.
there's a couple of
Find
drinks.
that. Find that.
Yeah.
I was
I'm gonna find it.
I was looking at Melissa's face when I asked that question, and it looked like it's only about 5 minutes left. It looked like she wanted to pop. It looked like she wanted to say something. 5 minutes, Melissa.
Uh-oh.
It be your own people that try to set you up. See,
Your own people. Can't we all just get along?
Vegan Def Jam. I'm not getting ready to do it. I'm not. We're gonna be good. I'm gonna behave. I'm good. I have nothing to say. I was enjoying the question and the response.
Okay. All right. We'll take that. So, Jahlisa, how can our followers follow you?
On all platforms. Well, I guess not all. Facebook, Instagram. Facebook, we're Vegan Connect Delivery. Instagram, we're veganconnect.tech. We're very heavy on both of those. Yeah, those are only two typical ways you follow people. We've been slacking. I'll be honest with y'all. 100% transparency here. We've been slacking on social media, but we're always on there. May not look like it because we're on post, but we're always on there. So please hit us up if you have any questions or want any direct links. Click on link in our bios. You see links to both apps, Apple and Android. You see ways to register with us. So pretty much if you find our platforms or our profiles, you'll have links to every single thing that you need, whether you're a customer or a restaurant.
Okay.
Shouts out to Tangi, as she just noted, veganconnect.tech and Vegan Connect Delivery on Facebook. I'm telling you, that is the reason why she is the publicist beyond publicist.
Absolutely.
Got my back.
Absolutely.
Yes, indeed. You know what, family? We're gonna have to have a get together. We're gonna have to invite Jahlisa. We're gonna have to, do some dishes for her.
I'm sorry, what?
I don't want no CeeLo though. I know that much. I know that one.
She's part of the family. You see how she just jabbed in real quick? She
sound like she was about to spit a bar. She said, "I don't want no CeeLo though. I know that."
Hey, hey, money, reared back into the chair like,
oh Lord Jesus.
Yeah, she's family. She's family. It hurts. That statement hurts though, but she's family.
That's
turned her. Thought I had her. She ain't turned me. There you go.
Thought she gonna come back to the dark side. But
no, not coming back to the dark side. She's
no.
Carrie, let's be honest. You will be the only one doing a vegan dish. Now I can do a vegetarian dish, but you will be the only one doing a vegan dish because I don't cook vegan.
Yeah, I mean we'll make it happen. We're gonna give her a here's the big word, plethora of items right there. She has a lot to pick from. So yeah, we'll definitely do it.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, I look forward to that one.
Anytime Carrie cooks. So wait a minute. So that means you start making the chicken buffalo dip?
I'd still make it for like when we have family over. They know what I cook and they always put in requests and such. So I'll do that for them. I'm trying to look for something to take the place of it, like for non-dairy and non-meat wise. I think I almost found something to be comparable for it because I still like buffalo chicken dip, but I don't eat it. So I'll go and pick up like different cheeses and stuff. Like Daya has a great cheese. It's very it melts very good and such. I'm on another app that my wife showed me, which is called Zuka, in which you can scan the barcode. You can really see the calorie content, if it's good for you, has a lot too many additives and stuff. So like I said, between Vegan Connect and that app, I might get 10 years back on me.
Man, real quick. That app is Yeah, that thing can get you in trouble. Me and my wife, we stopped up in a convenience store real quick and started using the app. We stayed up in there for about 30 minutes and we stopped there
Yes.
to get some water, just scanning everything.
Just it's addictive. It's addictive,
Yes.
but it's looking out for your health. So again,
Hmm.
hey, just like Vegan Connect, it's looking out for us because,
Hmm.
like, a certain person said some time ago, it's like you either gonna pay now for good food or you're gonna pay later being at the hospital or the doctor. So,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Sometimes you just want to risk it all, though. Sometimes you just want to risk.
oh man, they go to wings,
Sometimes
boy. I'm
you
telling you,
just
they go
want
to
to risk it.
wings. So bad, just so bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I have enjoyed this interview, this show. I
Hmm.
am enlightened. I am inspired. And I can't wait to see the next steps, the next growth, the next version of Vegan Connect because
Mhm.
it's what we need. I mean, there's no other way to say it. It is what we need.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I definitely agree. So we're here to keep filling those gaps for sure. Like
There
you
you
said, we're growing every day.
there
Yeah.
you go. Yeah, appreciate you joining us tonight, Lisa, as well as Tangi for helping us get you on. Because ooh, once it's already in the process. Once you blow up, we can say that we had you on.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Right.
thank you.
Take the
And I definitely
screenshot
come
so I can brag. Take the screenshot now so I can brag.
Oh, and thanks Charlie too. She bringing straight fire tonight, even though we agreed to disagree on one or two things, but I still
Um,
appreciate her.
Yeah, family. Thank y'all once again for joining us on At the Round Table. Again, if you get the opportunity to share the show with whoever didn't get on here, mom and them, pop and them, grandma, Aunt Bessie, whoever, share the show because we love bringing individuals that are making a difference in our community. Definitely, this particular app is going to do so. And stay tuned for next week because you just don't know who we'll have on the show. It's your boy CD along with Melissa, Miss Pitbull in the dress, Adrian A Money, Deacon Def Jam Biddle, and our special guest, Jahlisa Misenheimer with Vegan Connect. Thank y'all once again for joining us. We'll see y'all real soon. Peace.